We just had a weekend. I think we saw some big decisions.
Full of decisions.
I think we got so many clients that are coming, hundreds of clients going to be coming out making brand new decisions.
Yes.
Yes.
Clients like, Andres attended this event. On Andres's first event, he's from Latvia. His very first event, when he attended, all the way from an Eastern European country, right?
Eastern European, did you catch that?
Like 16 hours to get here one way.
Yeah, one way.
Soviet country in the 90s, right?
Wow.
Well, now it's a post-Soviet country, Soviet
Yes.
country in the 90s. And now shows up at an event, his very first event, struggling in business. He has a language school, and he's not making very much money in his language school. He's been doing a lot of one-to-one clients and has one or two teachers at most. Comes out of the event, applies the skills that he learned at First Step Success, blows up his entire language school, ends up doing over $1 million a year in a country where some people
Wow.
don't make the $600 a month. I think Mr. Brown was telling me 32,000
Yes.
is like their median income. Like middle class is 32,000 a year. That's like poverty in the U.S. And he's doing $1 million a year. Back then, when just coming out of the event, they're telling what he's doing today. Multiple businesses today, by the way. He's influential throughout the entire country. But all of that started because of his very first steps to success. So what's going to happen to our clients who left this event? I can't wait to hear new stories about new decisions.
Well, and it's,
Exactly.
it's so funny. Right before this last event, I was having a conversation with my mom, who was at the event with with our kids, and we were talking about how things have changed for my parents financially. Because once I came through the first steps, I was like, my parents need to come. Because growing up, we grew up poor. We grew up where the lights were getting shut off.
Wow.
The phone got shut off. We would lose heat. And we were I said, what changed? Because eventually you and Dad got your stuff together. And she said, I think it was coming through our very first steps to success. She said, we only knew how to be broke. And no matter how much money we made, we stayed broke. And today, watching them not struggle, have savings, have all their debt paid off, including their mortgage, and they literally were living in poverty prior to that.
It's a mindset. It's so
powerful.
true. But that's so powerful. And you know what? We get so excited when
I
Jackie
know.
and Carmen come here.
No, we didn't even welcome y'all to Coffee
We're
with
so
Ken.
excited they're here.
Welcome to Coffee with Ken, by the way.
We just finished a whole weekend together. Just
I know,
amazing
so
in Atlanta
amazing.
coming out of it. And that's the decisions they're talking about. I'll let you go
Yeah.
ahead and finish the introduction.
So we're here with Ken. He's CEO here
Good-
at Destiny
good
Global
morning.
and a trainer. And we have Jackie and Carmen O'Quinn, who are trainers. And we
Our
just
master
named
trainers.
Our master
Yes.
trainers who are, and help, they train our coaches as well.
Yes,
oh my
they
gosh.
do.
And that's a whole different thing. We
Mhm.
have been having a whole nother coffee with Ken for that and what has been going on with that. But an amazing weekend. And just as y'all were saying, people coming out of that, stories that will be had that years and years ago, what Andres did,
Yes.
and now people who first time coming out and are going
Yeah.
to build business, pay off debt. Like, it's so amazing to think of that.
Yeah.
And next gen.
Talk about some new decisions. Talk about some new futures.
So one of the
Yes.
things that we implemented, because this is first steps to success is we equip people how to get ahead financially, personally, inside of their business. People who
Right.
have a dream, we show them the how-to to make it, a dream into a reality. And so a lot of times parents will come through and they'll start bringing any of their kids. Typically it's like 12 to 18
Sure.
and 10 to 18. Well, on Thursday nights before First Steps to Success, we meet with I meet with all of the next gen, and we normally have a time where it's just us and them, and we equip them with how to succeed. And at the last event, we taught them how to start a business, like
Wow.
literally step by step, the
So
same process
cool.
we walked our daughter through. And several of them made a decision that night. Not only were they going to start a business, but they knew what the business was. They had already started working on their plan, and I know several of them plan to be back at the next event in
Houston, Texas, leak it out there. We can't hold it in. And it's going to be a hot ticket. It is going to be an absolutely hot ticket because of the content. We're going to be doing some fun, crazy thing there. I'm going to be releasing the hounds, as they say. It's going to be a shake 'em up first steps, because we're going to do some things that I'm going to call next steps. Next steps. We don't own the name to that, so don't quote me on that. But let me put it this way: we're going to be pushing the envelope of what you're going to get out of next steps,
And
which is
tell
first
them-
steps.
Tell them what the dates are so that they can know that they want to be there.
It's at the end of September, so September 29th, 30th, and October 1st in Houston,
Yes.
Texas. An amazing hotel. It is at the DoubleTree at the Intercontinental Hotel. It is
Amazing deal on the
amazing.
hotel.
Everything
At your
about it
hotel.
is so good. I mean, it is the best deal. Jen Ratchford and team did amazing things getting this hotel locked down. We're all going to be there, of course, and just focused on helping you make right decisions for not only 2024, but the end of this year. It's not, stop thinking that it's too late. I mean, that's what we just came out of this conference this last week, is watching people make decisions. And I love how you framed it, is you can achieve results between now and the next event that we get to see. Don't think that you can't do something in 3 months. Or a week, for example. People changing this just by making good decisions.
Yeah.
Good decisions.
My very first event, just talk about fast it can happen. I came out of that event, had a brand new business struggling, had only, I think, made $1,000 in that business, maybe $3,000. Came out of that event, generated $3,600 or $6,400 right away in within like 30 days of coming out of that very first event. So it can happen very,
Very
very
quickly.
fast.
Right.
For sure. And the thing is, because this is going to be the last event of 2023,
The last one of the year.
so
Yeah.
the question is, do you want to wait to the beginning of 2024 to start building momentum in your life? Or do you want to go into 2024 full steam ahead? Because this will be your last chance to attend the first steps to success, so you can make 2024 your best year ever.
It will be.
Guaranteed.
It is guaranteed. By the way, that is such a great point, because if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. Get your ticket. There is no excuses not to be here. The people that were just at this event, they left transformed.
You'll see them on the stage in Houston.
Yeah. And you can be on the stage too, because making good decisions starts with the mindset that you can do it. So many of you are surrounded with people telling what you can't do that you forgot what you can do. And let me tell you, get around us, because Miss O'Quinn says something from stage. If you stick around her long enough, she will help you believe that you can accomplish anything. And I believe it, right?
I heard something recently, and I think this applies to all of us. So if you take a look, if you go to the grocery store and you buy a bottle of water, it's 49 cents. If you go to 7-Eleven and you buy a bottle of water, it's $1.49. If you go to the spa and buy a bottle of water, it's $3.99. Airport, $7. Same bottle of water, what's the difference? It's environment, where it's sitting. And there could not be a better environment than First Steps to Success. An environment to
Value
learn,
goes
an
up.
environment to grow.
Yes.
Right, look at the bottle of water. It's the same
Yeah.
freaking water. Well, we pay more depending on where it's hanging out. And the people that are hanging out at First Steps to Success, by and large, pay off more debt. They increase their income. They restore their relationships. They live a more fulfilling life. So many of our clients not only make more, they start traveling more. They have more investments. When Jackie taught our clients how to get out of debt, and in 5 to 7 years, including their mortgage, all the clients reporting how much money they had in investments, how much money they had in savings.
Did you see all those people?
It's crazy.
It's incredible.
This stage was full of them, by the way.
And they were broke months prior, years prior,
Yes.
and to see results so quickly.
Yep.
It's incredible.
It is so true. And it's just, it reminds me of, another one of the, love giving examples, because we have a couple that April and I actually went and visited their place. They had a wedding that we were invited to, the Beachies. And we went and saw a family that 8th grade education, and told that they would never amount to anything. And we go to their place, and they have built a building that's the size of this hotel. I mean, Jackie, it is humongous. We can hold the First Steps in their place. And we're literally looking, and April and I walk away from there, and they looked at us and said, none of this would have been possible if we had not made the decision to come to First Steps. And for them to tell us that.
Marriage and family restored. Like, amazing. Amazing. So, we want to invite you to the next First Steps to Success, because we're going to be there and we want you there. She's like, enticing. Anyway, so we went to there. Information is below. And don't forget to like and click and share so that, and join us next time on Coffee with Ken. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank
See you
you
next
so
time.
much. Jackie and Carmen O'Quinn.
Go get your ticket.
Yay! See you there.
Bye.